Alright, let's see what we can get in here and get done. Let's throw you on window. I was messing around with... I was going to move the vehicle shop and the animal dealer, but I think I'm going to leave them here because on this side of the road we're going to have a line of cell points running down this side of the street. I'm thinking maybe over here on the corner we could probably put the church and the soccer yard and that, and then we can finish running businesses down to the river. Speaking of the river, where's my water? Uh-oh, my water plane is invisible and I don't know what transform group it's going to be in. That may be a problem. Places. I have no idea where my water plane is going to be. I forgot to turn it back visible. I may be spending hours looking for my water plane. You're the main water plane. You are the second water plane. Why are you so low? Did I accidentally mess something up? Oh, if I messed up my water plane, that's really going to screw up the heights of like everything because it was perfect. Let me see if I wrote it down. Where's my notebook for this map? Lower upper dock. I did not write the water plane down. Crap. I may have to open up my backup map really quick just to look at this water plane. Yeah, this water plane is too low. Alright, hold on, bear with me a second. I want to open up... I need to go into my backup map. Let me open up a new folder. Let me pull in this map and unzip it. I gotta figure out the height of my water plane because I don't want to mess with it. It was at a perfect height. Must have done something when I was moving the vehicle shops around. So bear with me all. Then we're going to jump in game really quick because I need to check the vehicle shop triggers and I need to check the animal dealer triggers. I'm not going to spend any time driving around the map. I just want to check those triggers. As soon as I fix my water height, which means I'm going to have to open up the second copy. That's why I always keep a backup copy of my map. So every single day when I'm done working on it, I'll zip it up and make a backup copy of it. And I'll keep the previous copy too, just in case I mess something up that I have to refer back one previous version. Oh, don't crash. Oh my goodness. Now we've got a serious problem because my backup map is crashing for absolutely no reason. I know why. It needs all of the required mods. Alright, hold on. I need to jump in here a minute. I need to grab this. I have to throw it in here. Now this... oh, wrong one. Crap. Wrong one. Wrong file. I need to throw it in here. Oh my goodness. Alright, hold on. You need to go over here. You has to go in here. My common files have to open up with the map or the map's just going to crash. I'm going to write this water height down in my notebook so I know where it is in case I mess it up again. Yeah, this morning, let's try and open this back up again first. Yeah, this morning, I was looking at my Steam wish list this morning, and there's a new game coming out tomorrow called House Builder. So I decided to I downloaded the demo this morning. It took it about 15-20 minutes to download. I jumped in game. Well, I started recording an episode for YouTube on the demo. And about 15 to 20 minutes in, I realized there's absolutely no way I'm playing this game. And ended up deleting my recording and uninstalling the game. Took it off my wish list. So unfortunately, for the dev, I will not be buying House Builder tomorrow. Let's throw our 16x script on. Now let's... Oh, I think I was messing around with the water plane because I was messing around with the beach. Let's see if this has the proper water plane in it. And if it does, I can get my height right. So I need to fly back over here. Yeah, don't mind this version of the map. I've got shit everywhere. Yeah, see, this is the one I need. And it is water plane main 2, and the translate Y is 18. So if I come over here, translate Y is 18. Why is it not right in this map? I've not changed anything. So what has changed in this map between my last update and this update? I've not changed the land height. I've not changed the orientation of the map. Why is my water height on translate 18 on this one correct, and my land height on this map, translation Y 18, not correct? I've not changed any land height. Water planes are at 68.03. Water planes on this map, 68.03. Main water plane is at 5. Main water plane is at 5. I have no idea why my water's too low. I'm not going to be able to work on this map today until I figure out what's wrong with the water plane. I don't want to put my backup in because I've got way too much work done. I literally spent 20 hours since this backup. So why is my water plane correct on the backup but not correct on the version I just opened up this morning, when I didn't make any changes to it? Well, for some reason the X and the Y is not correct. Minus 62, minus 62,456, minus 62,456, 18, 18, 17.487, 17.487. I need to go 0, 0, 0. So if I change, let's go back here. So 0, 0, 0. Okay, so what did that do? Why did my water plane jump back to where it needed to be? And why did it change? I don't know. But it's right back to where it needs to be. Because I was working along the beach. Hold on, let me fly back down to the beach and see if I messed anything up I was working on. So I finished up, I was working on the beach row a little bit. Yeah, not sure. Not sure why my water plane changed. Oh well, I'm not going to worry about it now. It's back to where it needs to be. I had it invisible because I was widening the river out to make room for several boats. Oh well, let's do a quick change. Let's do a couple things really quick. Let's move the career start point. I'm going to just throw it here for now, and it's not where it's going to end up. Let's do a quick save. Need to jump in game really quick. We need to check the triggers for the vehicle shop, and we need to check the triggers for the animal dealer. And then we can move on to the next project. I got all the triggers set before I saved last, but I did not go in and test them. Alright, so minimize you. Close you. Let's jump over here. We are on HiddenLake. Let's test those triggers real quick. And I'll show you the mining that I was working on. Let's grab new save game. We'll cheat some money and we'll buy a whole bunch of vehicles, make sure they line up properly. Man, my phone's been exploding all day today. Dixie sent me a message. I'll go in and check her message after the stream. Alright, let's jump in here for a minute. Alright, so we're back at the we're back at the vehicle shop. Let's grab some cash. Let's grab some speed. Alright, we need to test the animal trigger, so let's buy a truck and a trailer first. And we'll grab a truck. I'm just going to go standard because we can't save the save anyway. Okay, so they are lining up where they're supposed to line up. Now let's just grab a whole bunch of vehicles and we'll just lease a bunch. Just to make sure they're lining up where they're supposed to line up. Until he tells me that, I'm not going to go until the trigger's blocked, but So I want to make sure they're all lining up across there. They are perfect. So the dealer trigger is working properly. Let's see if the animal trigger is working. So I lowered the land here, so I had to lower everything down. Alright, okay, so I'm getting the animal perfect. So we have our sheep, our pigs, our cows, horses, ducks, goats, dogs, donkey, chickens, perfect. So we do have all the animals. And then on this map, you're gonna be able to drive straight back through and then come out. We'll have a road along here, so you don't have to back out of the animal dealer. And we'll have a gate here, coming in here to where we make our beehives, and they have to be adjusted. So we have to put the new beehive production in. And we're gonna make a couple more openings in this fence. Let's mess around with that and get that working. And then I'm gonna look at, bear with me for 1 second. I'm gonna look at the log Dixie just sent me. I'm gonna throw y'all on. Be right back just for a second until I jump into Facebook and grab this log real quick. I'll bring you right back. I just need to open up Messenger and download the log. Alright. So let me bring you back for a second. There we go. Let's look at this log and see what her errors are. She said there was a few Lua errors. Physics warnings are no problem. That warning's fine. That warning's fine. Running Lua mirror update. Attempt to compare table with a nil. Performing garbage dump. She's got a running Lua error method, and it's probably with a mod, but it's not going to tell me which mod it is. So it's attempting to calculate something, but it's coming up with a nil value. But it's not going to tell me what she was doing when this running Lua error came up. Oh, excuse me. What it's going to do, it's going to take up all the memory and it's going to drop her frame rates to about 5 or 10. It's got to be a mod. But it's not. So it's attempt to compare a table with a nil. So it's trying to calculate something she was doing. Everything's loading in fine. Don't know. I'm going to have to tell her to take some external mods out and see if that fixes her error. Let me just answer her real quick. Alright, I should take care of her for now. Sorry about that. Don't like doing a lot of those side trips. Alright, let's go back into here. What were we going to work on? We were going to work on getting, so all the vehicle shop triggers are fine. The animal dealer trigger is fine. This has the older, unupdated, what am I looking for? Beehives or us have not been updated on this map. So let's go into the islands map and see if it's been updated there. 16x islands, and if it has been updated there, we'll pull it out. If it's not been updated there, I'll pull it out of another map. And we'll get the beehives fixed. And get that off the list. But that's really not what I wanted to work on today. We've got to get the traffic splines in. And I got to figure out if I'm going to run the monorail. I'm not going to run any trains, but we may run the monorail. But since the animal dealer's in, we'll just go in and fix the beehives real quick. And we'll open up that fence so you can drive through. I can't remember if I updated the beehives in this map or not. Let's fly. Where am I going? Animal dealer. Let me get my 16x script on. Animal dealer. Do you have the updated beehives or do you have the old beehives? You have the old beehives with the pallet spawners. Can't take it out of this map. Let's go to Ritchieville. I think she's trying to figure out what's throwing that error. While this is loading, I just want to check her messages really quick. I know she's having that issue on the server. Alright, let's go. Where am I going? Beehives. What map am I on? Ritchieville. Beehives are over this way. This one should not have the individual pallet spawners. It doesn't. So this is the beehive production we want. So global company. Beehives are us. File. Export selection with files. HiddenLake's new buildings. Beehive. So it needs to be named the same. Beehives are us. I don't need anything else on the map. I'm going to close that for a second. Let's come back into here. So HiddenLake, new buildings. Beehives are us. I want to check the textures, and the textures are going to be messed up. So now we have to go to here, grab these textures, copy them here. I got to clean up all these texture files. I'll do that off camera. And I can come back here, we can delete that file. These all now just go to textures. Now we save that, so that'll open up without any errors. Now we come in here and we look at our existing beehive production and see if I can just delete the whole thing out. If it doesn't have any particle effects, then I can delete out the entire file. I can't, so let's get rid of that. Let's go File, Import, bring the new beehives are us in. Let's go Edit, Cut, move it under Global Company. And then we're going to have to get it into place over here. So you're going to have to go this way to 0. Where did we have our lumber stacked? Right about here, right? Now, anything floating, or are you like right on the ground? Bring this down any? No, it's right. Height is going to be perfect. All right. Now, beehives are going to need their own piece of property. So we're going to have to, now we're going to have to go in and grab a farmland. And we're going to go beehives. Beehives are going to be farmland number 6, which are bits 1 and 2. So let's change this to square. It needs its own farmland. So we go bits 1 and 2, farmland 6. And let's just go, I'm going to overpaint this and we'll fix it with the next farmland. But this will be for the beehive production. Alright, so beehive production now is going to be farmland number 6. It's going to need a icon. Let's grab an icon. And we need an icon for the global company menu, which is perfect. It's right in the trigger. So beehives are us. Then we have to go to map SA. Oh, come on, like nothing wants to cooperate with me today. Beehives are us. Formal name that you see in the game. Beehives are us. And then we need to put its X and its Y in. So X position goes here. I'm sorry, Z position goes here. Save that. And then we need the new XML. So let's go placeables, global company, beehives are us. Let's delete that copy. Let's grab the copy we just brought over from the Ritchieville map. Placeables, where the heck are you? Placeables, global company, beehives are us. Let's move this over here. And then we don't need to change anything because we just pulled it out of one map and stuck it in another map. So the beehives should now be working. We'll check it when we go in-game. Alright, so I want to be able to drive through here. So, and I want to be able to, I think, drive through here. Now let's keep the front of the building blocked off. Let's make an opening that you can drive out of the front of the building. We'll put it probably about here. Let's get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. Now I need a fence post. I need a fence post back here on this one too. Alright, let's do this. Let's grab one of these. We have to change. Now I need to go to global company. Global company. Beehives are us. I don't want to put it there. Let's just go edit, cut, and paste. Alright, so you're now in the beehive category. So you need a couple fence posts. Let's go edit, throw it here, and let me go down on my speed. And we'll throw it one copy here, one here. Oh, it's centered pretty well that direction. Let's bring the height down a little bit. That'll work. Let's put one fence post there. We'll put a pillar here. And we'll do the same thing back here. Let's get one here. For this opening. And then we'll get one here for this opening. There we go. And we'll worry about the ground textures another day. So when we come back in, Beehives R Us should now be working. What I really wanted to mess around today with is to see if we can get the monorail in. Now I decided not to put in central warehouse at all because we now have the placeable warehouses. So we're not going to build central warehouse into this map at all. But what I wanted to do is see if we can't, let me close some of the stuff I don't need open, and see if we can get the apartment building in and the monorail in. So let's duplicate that so we have an extra one. Let's go with apartments. Let's go edit, inactive plate. Let's put it right here because we'll put our apartment complex in somewhere right about here. Let's go File, Import. I did bring an apartment complex into the game. But you know what? I didn't check the textures. Let me delete that out a minute. Let's go check those textures real quick. HiddenLake, new building, apartments. Let's check the textures real quick. They're fine. Okay. Let's bring that back in. File, Import, Apartments. And let's go... let's close global company. So edit, cut, apartments, paste. Alright, now again, it's going to look a little bit funky until we get the height adjusted. But I want it somewhere in here, and I'm not going to move it yet. We are going to create a new transform group. We are going to call it monorail. If I can spell, monorailtracks, monorail tracks. I'm going to throw you right there a minute. Let's go File, Import. I should have a double track. Where's my double track section? Let's go Edit, Cut, Monorail Tracks, Paste. And you need to be lined up somewhere in here. But the height has to be the tallest point in the map, which is this mountain. So our monorail tracks, and I want to try something a little bit different with this train. On the mountains, it's going to run at ground level, so it's going to be like right there. I want to see if I can make something work. So I want to put it like right at ground level. So our monorail tracks are going to have to stay at this height all the way around the map. Oh, I hate when I click off of it. Let's come back up here and work on getting our apartment complex. At this height. Which we're going to have to build a really tall apartment. I want to see if I can get an apartment up that height. And how is that compared to our other bridge? I don't want to move this a second. I'm going to duplicate this. It needs to stay right where it is for a minute. How are you compared to the height of this road bridge? Okay, you're not going to be too tall for the map. You're going to be about the same height as the road bridge. Perfect. Now, if we take this apartment building itself. All right, I'm going to move the whole thing out of the way for, well, do I? Alright, let's pick this apart a little bit at a time. Let's get the cube out of the way. Let's take the apartment building. And let's go 1.2. I want the base to be a little bit bigger. 1.2, 1.2. Is it too close to the road? Let's give ourselves a little bit more room. Let's push it back this way a little bit. And let's push it back this way a little bit. And we take this building and we have to start bringing it up to the other height. But the only problem with doing this is I have to start making these a little bit smaller. probably going to end up stacking like 4 of these on top of each other. So let's go 1.1, 1.1, and then let's grab another one, and let's take it to 0.05, 0.05, take it down another half, and then it's going to put us just a bit short. Okay, so let's see if we can't make them a little bit taller. So you're going to have to come in about here. So if we go down to the bottom one, and we make you a little bit taller, and then we can bring the second one up a little bit. And we can go 1.05, make it a little bit taller. And we take this one, bring it up a little bit. And then we have our top one, which is now about the right height. And we'll have our tall building where we can get our monorail track in. So we'll have a bus stop at the bottom, so you can drop your workers off at the bottom, and then we'll have a trigger on top where we can pick them up with the monorail on top. He's back, howdy. Now, let's grab our platform, bring this back, and bring you down to about here. And then you're about centered, right? You are. Now we take the top building, let's duplicate it. Let's spin it this way to 0, and we bring you over here. And now we'll take the second one down. We'll spin you this way to 0, pull you over. Now where is this one at? Minus 37. Yeah, so we have to go with this translation here, and then that'll fall into place. Then we take this one, we duplicate it, spin it this way to 0, and then we put this translation in, and then we take the bottom one, we duplicate it, we spin it, oh crap, we spin it this way, don't do that to me, we'll spin it that way to 0, then we put this translation in. Now we will have a really weird looking apartment building, but we'll see what it looks like in game. And then we take our monorail track, which is here, and now we can center it here. And then everything gets based on this height for our monorail. If we decide to put the monorail in, so it'll run tall in the the valley part of the map. It'll run just on top of the land on the mountain. Now we'll do one loop around the back side of the map, the north side of the map. We'll do one loop around the southern side of the map. So let's see what this is going to start looking like. Oh, stop. So if we come out this way, and let's see where we get to when we come through this mountain and in the edge of the map. And then we'll figure out, hopefully the pillars, if the pillars fall on any of our roads, I can move the pillars over a little bit. And then this will probably take, by the time we get, oh stop, by the time we get 2 monorail trains in, this will probably be like an 8 to 10 hour project. This will probably be something I end up finishing over the weekend, off camera when I can't stream. But we'll see if we can get 1 in. I don't know if it probably won't get done today. But what I could do, we could take, oh crap, hold on. Let me do something real quick. I'm going to create another transform group. We're going to call it monorail track main. Can I take this? Where's my, okay, I can. Let's throw it inside of here. And I'm going to have to, okay, it did fall back into place, perfect. So now we can take that and I can duplicate that. And we can slide the whole thing back, which will make it a little bit easier. So that'll take us across here. Oh cool, it'll take us across part of the lake too. And then now we need to figure out where we want it running back. So somewhere over here. we're going to have to curve this back. I don't know if I'm liking this that tall though. Which, if we slide it over and lower it, we're going to have to go around the mountains. Yeah, I don't think I like it running this tall. We could do some really cool cuts like through the mountain. Let me try something. I don't know if I like it this tall. If we use this height of the map, let me try something. If I use this height of the map, and we bring, let me come around this way. If we bring this down, just mess around with this for a little bit. I get you like right on the ground. Like that's the height where I would want it, because this area of the map here, not counting the mountains, is the tallest point on the map, like right here. That's the tallest point on the maps. That is actually the perfect height. We can extend these legs down. That is going to be like the perfect height for the monorail. If we take it through this mountain, it's going to take it through the mining. Let's see what that looks like inside the mountain. We'll have to redo our monorail, or our apartment building. So this will take it through the mountain, which we can extend the legs down. There's no problem there. We could put like a tunnel entrance in and a tunnel entrance in. And then while we're in here mining, we can actually see the monorail going through. Let's see what it looks like over at this height. If we're going to make the adjustment, we need to make the adjustment now before we finish the track, because then it's going to be a royal pain to move. Is it still going to be a little bit too tall here? Am I going to like it at this height of the map? No. I don't think we're going to be able to put any trains or monorails in this map. If we do, we're not going to be able to take it all the way out to the tallest part of the map. Now, let me look at something else. So if I brought this down where it's going to ride, instead of elevated on the tallest part of the map, it's at ground level. So let's go minus 64, minus 65, minus 66 is the perfect height. If it's, no, then we're going to have a problem with the roads. And now it's going to block the traffic. So that is the lowest to the ground we're going to be able to run the monorail. I don't know if I'm going to like it. It's probably going to be way too tall. The problem with this map is there's like 5 different heights to the map. So that is the actual lowest it can go. I don't mind going through the mountain. We could put some tunnel entrances there. Am I going to like the monorail this tall? Which means this building can come down by 2 levels. Now, can I bring it down just a little bit more? Can we get a vehicle under it? What's our tallest vehicle? What's our tallest vehicle on the highest part of the map, which is over here? Can we bring this down just a little bit further? Yeah, we can. So let's grab this guy for a minute. And if we bring you down a little bit further, can we get a vehicle under it on this section of the map? So if we go that low on the monorail, this height of the map, because this is the next level down from the highest point, not counting the mountains. It doesn't look too bad here. It looks really bad though on the lowest part of the map, which is where the apartments are. We'll fly through the mountain. Yeah, I honestly don't know if we're going to be able to run a train or a monorail in this map. So if we do it this way, then we come back to the apartment building, and then we end up eliminating, we'll end up eliminating this building, we'll end up eliminating that building, this building, and this building we'll have to eventually delete. So this cube comes down to about here. And then these two have to go up a little bit taller. So you actually have to come up to here. And then this building is going to have to go a little bit taller. Alright, so let me grab this height. So that building and then this building. Where's this building? This building has to be this height. And that's actually this will be the lowest I can get the monorail in the map. Let's do a quick save and we'll see what it looks like in game. Either going to love it or going to hate it. And that apartment building's floating. I gotta fix the apartment building anyway. I didn't realize that bottom building was floating. Oh, is it? Or is that just a shadow? Okay, that was just a shadow. Alright, let's jump in game. And we'll see if we like that or hate it. Let's grab a new save game. I think our tallest vehicle that we have in the vehicle pack is the new rock trailer for the boulders. So if that fits under the monorail, anything we have should fit under the monorail. So let's grab this trailer and let's lease a truck. We got to make it look. We got to make it match the trailer. Even though we're not going to save the save, we can make it look somewhat close. Alright, let's go back to the apartment building and see what that looks like at this level. And then we'll see if this will fit under the monorail track on the highest level. Yeah, the two things we have to get done before we can go any further is we have to get the monorail in or train in. Then we have to get the train in and running, and we have to get the traffic splines in and running. Then progress is going to start going a lot quicker. Now ignore those floating buildings. They're going to get deleted if we like this height. I guess that's not bad. We'll make the pillars come down to the ground. I think I can live with the monorail at that height. Let's go see what it looks like on the other levels. Oh, excuse me, my sinuses are just killing me. The Zyrtec is definitely not working. I don't care if the bottle's out or not. If I hit Walmart tomorrow or the grocery store tomorrow, I'm going to try picking up some Allegra instead. So yeah, so once we figure out the monorail track, then the next two things is actually getting the monorail in and running and getting the traffic splines in. Ignore all this other stuff that's in the map here floating around. We just haven't gotten that far yet. So this will take us up. Don't you dare. Crap. This kind of day I'm having. Like, nothing I do is going right today. Just one of those days. Alright, let's see what this monorail looks like at the next height up of the map, and then we'll go see what it looks like at the tallest part of the map. If I can remember how to get in to that next level of the map. So I don't have the roads, the bridges finished yet. Yeah, I can't get across there yet. We have to go up. Yeah, we have to go up a half a level, then we have to go up the full level. Let's go up the full level first, since we're right there. Then we'll worry about how to get to the middle level. So this is now the tallest level of the map, not counting the mountains. Now, we might be able to lower this monorail even just a little bit more. I just need to see how this truck fits under the monorail tracks. Yeah, it's nice having the map borders done. That's another pain in the butt project. Farm Chick, good afternoon. Alright, can we live with the monorail at this height? And yeah, it's definitely going to be tall enough. So there's not going to be any problems going underneath the monorail here at this height. I could probably bring that monorail down a little bit more. Yeah, we could definitely bring that monorail track down a little bit more. Let me grab store delivery mod a minute. Let me grab this guy a second. Yeah, we could definitely bring this track down a bit. Yeah, let me try something. Let's save this. And we'll have to come in and delete this save game, but let's save it for now. Now if I come in here, where are we? Let's clean this up for a minute. Let's get rid of that building needs to go. That building can go. That building can go. That building can go. Now if I bring the monorail track down a little bit more, and then we'll have to go back and fix the apartments. But if we bring the track down a little bit more, let's come down here. So if we bring you down, so we're at minus 49, not that low. We were at minus 49. Let's go to minus 55. Is that going to be too low? Let's save that. We can shave the top of the mountain off. I'm not worried about that. Oh, these 16x maps take forever to save. Let's jump back in here and see if it's too low. And we'll have to delete save game 10. So we're not putting a lot of fluff and stuff into this map, so once we get the basics done, it should go pretty quick. I mean, it's definitely not going to get done before 22 comes out. 22 will be the priority. But it's not going to be like a 6-month build. Yeah, that is. Are you? Yeah, so you're the update. Yeah, I'm not going to bring it down any lower, but I can definitely live with this. So this will now work for the tallest part of the map, not counting the mountains. Let's see if we can work with this. And see if we can make this work. Next time we come in, we'll have to delete save game 10. Alright, so if we go with that, we'll have to go back and fix the apartments. But let's bring in, let me create a new transform group. Let's go edit, cut, I'm going to throw it in here. And I'm going to make a couple duplicates, or a couple spares so we have them. I'm going to make this one the curve. So let's go File, Import, Curve Track Single. Let's go Edit, Cut, Paste, and alright, so you has to go this way, but you're going to have to come in. Yes, let's take, alright, so let's take this guy. Let's take this double section off. I'm going to slide, let's get our curve exactly where we want it, and we'll bring the tracks to it. So you're going to go, I think, right there, and let's take this track section, and we're going to have to slide it back a little bit. And then come a little bit further. Right out there. And then we got to line up this curve exactly with this section of track. So you'll go that way. You will go this way. And again, the upright's going to end up in the middle of the road. We can move the upright. So you're going to curve that way. So we can have one monorail running north, one monorail running south. And then we're going to have to, well, cut that part of the mountain out a little bit. So let's go to round. And let's go to subtract. Take our strength down. So we take this mountain down a little bit. Alright, let's fix the gap that we created. So we take this section and we pull it back a little bit to meet up with this section. And we broke the next section, which happens to be like right in the middle of our mountain, which we're going to have to push this mountain back a little bit further. or we're going to have to slide it in a little bit further. One of the two. So bring you back till you meet this track, which I think, to make this look proper, we're going to have to pull this whole section in a little bit to the right. So if we bring you into here, where does that put us out here? Puts us on the other side of the road, doesn't it? Puts us too close to the other center mountain. Oh, goodness. So if I pull you over so you look good inside of this mountain, why does it put me down this way? If we come straight out with it, does it go alongside the mountain, or does it go like brush the side of that mountain? No, I can live with that. Alright, so let's do this. Nope, see, now the road's going to be in the way. Well, how far down can we get it? So if we go down to like here, I can clip that corner of the mountain off. Let's try something. Let's get rid of this guy. Just get him out of the way for, oh, yeah, let's get him out of the way for now. And then we're not, actually, and then this whole, I'm not going to keep this sign, so this sign can actually go. Now if we take our apartments, and we bring them down to here, and now we're going to have to make these buildings shorter again a little bit. So this guy's going to have to come down to here. And then we take our apartments. You come back to like 1.1. You come back down to 1. And then if we take this building and we pull it down, it's still going to have to go a little bit shorter. So let's take you down to 1. Do I have 3 buildings in here? Do I have one too many buildings? We have the bottom building. Let's go back to 1.1. We have this building. Do I have a building inside of a building? I do. That building needs to go. You are now the right. Okay, so let's go back to 1. Alright, where does that put you? Up here? Almost no, too tall. Where are we on the height of the bottom one? 1.1. Let's go 1.05. And we can pull this building down to there. Now how does that look over here? Now this bottom building's going to come down a little bit. That'll work. So the bottom building is at 1. So you go to 1. The upper building is at now 1. So that should line our apartments up. Yeah, I can live with that. Which is the monorail's going to run here now instead, which means we're going to have to move our curves. Oh, wrong one. So our monorail track is this one. So this is the one we're going to need to work off of. So this is the one we need to work off of. So this one we're going to delete. This one goes, this one goes, this one goes, and we work off of this one. And we're going to work backwards. We're going to start over at the curve and work our way back. I knew this putting a train in here was going to be a pain in the butt. Alright, so we pull this guy all the way back. And then we figure out where these curves are going to go. Let me just pull the other one down. I'm going to have to take my speed down to like 1 so I can line these up. So I can zoom in here real close. Alright, so it's this one I think it is. Alright, so that one looks fine. This one has to come over a little bit. And then this guy has to go back a little bit. If I can get a hold of it, I can. So you come back, which direction? That's the X direction. Alright, let's go play hardball. 1.04 right there. Alright, so that's going to line our track up. Now we can work our way back across the map. And I think it'll look cool with this monorail running through the cave. Alright, bear with me. I'm going to grab a sip of our coffee here in a second. I can clip this side of that mountain down a little bit. Watch, now it's going to run like smack through the middle of the BGA. We're going to end up moving the BGA. We running? Yeah, our uprights are going to be right through the BGA. That's nice. Kind of luck I've been having all day today. Oh, don't tell me this mountain is different height than the other side. Now we should be able to get a vehicle under here. Don't, oh man, is this height really a different size, different than the other side? That's gonna suck. Where are you? Control R. No, I don't want remove. I want replace. You're 140 on this side, on my height. So you're 140. Yeah, you're 140. What's my height on this side? I thought they were the same. Maybe it's just an optical illusion. Is it still 140 on this side? Yeah, I think it's still 140 on this side. It just looks so much different. Yeah, we're 140 on this side. It just looks so much different in the editor than in game. On to Teddy. Could I get the link to that fast milling machine? Yeah, give me a second. I'll have to go into my Mega account. So I want to get the monorail here to the edge where we want it. So you're going to go there. Now, where do we want to curve north and south? Over here. Where's our road? So we'll probably curve north and south over here because we're going to have to bring another apartment building over. So let's take these apartments. Let's duplicate them. Let's throw, again, we're going to have to adjust the height, but I want to get a set over here so I know about where my tracks have to curve. Let's come back to the monorail track. And let's bring one more section over. Yeah, give me a minute to get to a stopping point, and I'll have to log into my Mega account and grab the link. Alright, so if we come over here and we pull this guy back. Alright, so we have our monorail track running through the edge of the map, which we're going to have to add one or two more sections on. Now we can go back to, let's grab the second apartment complex, and we can slide it down. And so this monorail is actually going to run through the center of the first building, which is really cool, because we can go down to one height now. So let's take this building out. Let's take this building out. Let's bring this guy down. Oh, wrong building. Hold on. Let me put that back. Let's take this building out. Let's bring this cube down to where the railroad tracks are going to be. Hang on, I got to add one more section track on so I can get the correct height. Really? Oh, goodness. That will probably do it. Let's get this guy adjusted. To here. I'm going to have to bring it down and adjust it over here. So you're going to go about there. And then this apartment building. Why are you... Oh, this guy. Alright, so this whole guy needs to come over a little bit. And then we can adjust how far back off the road we want them later. Yeah, okay, let me do a quick save. Let this save, I'll throw you on, be right back. I'll log into my Mega account and I'll grab that link. Now, I think I'm going to actually pull this apartment building to the other side of the tracks, and we're going to run our curve right about here so we can run north and south right along the road. So we're going to switch this up a little bit. We'll build steps and stuff up to the platform and make it look good. Let me throw you all on. Be right back. Let me log into my Mega account. Modded snowblower, where are you? Quaker Oats, Drywall Factory, Crazy Modded, copy and paste. There you go, y'all. And throw you back on window. Alright, that's the link to the quicker, the faster snowblower. Just don't use it on anything with a trigger. Don't use it in the Crazy Crusher. Only use it with mining product already on the ground. Or it picks the product up quicker than the triggers can recognize. Alright, so I'm actually going to take this section back off for a minute. And I may even take this section back off in a minute. We'll see. Let's grab this set of curves. Let's just do one at a time. Let's grab a curve. And we'll throw it over here. Now I can get the height adjusted. Here. Alright, now you're going to go this way. But I want you actually running along the road. So we could probably pull this back and take one more section off. Yeah, let's take this section off. Let's see what this curve does when I bring it back. I can move the uprights. That's not a problem. Yeah, that's exactly where I'm going to want it. All this falls into place. Now let's duplicate this guy. And he's got to go this way to -90. And we'll get him lined up. Going back. Perfect. So we'll have one monorail running north, one monorail running south. You're more than welcome. Alright, now let's go with uh, monorail track main. Let's grab this transform group. I'm going to put it right here. We're going to call it single track. And let's go File, Import. Let's bring a single track section in. And we'll go Edit, Cut, and Paste. And we'll get you lined up going this way. And then how do you look along the road? Almost perfect. We can flip these uprights to the other side if we want to, but I don't think I'm going to mess with it. Let's get about 10 of these in, and then we can start running whole transform groups. Come on. I hate when I click off of it. Come on, give me the whole transform group. One more. Alright, nice. Now I can grab this whole transform group. And we can start bringing like 10 sections in at a time. Dog's acting like someone just got home. Now, again, I'm going to try and follow the road along back of the map. So when we come back here, that's almost perfect. We're going to grab Let's grab this section. Let's turn it this way to 90. We're going to have to run it along the road back here. So I want it somewhere about there. And that should not interfere with the bridge, I don't think. So if we grab, let's come back down here. We grab one of the curves. Let's grab this one. I need the whole transform group. Pull this guy back. Now we flip him. He's got to go this way to 0. And then we got to line up. He's actually got to come back to here. So he's got to get lined up with the track back here. Ish. Which means this guy has to come back a little bit. And then we bring this curve track up a little bit. And then we take this single and make it a little bit shorter. So let's go like 0.9, wrong one. Shorter, which must be this one? Yeah. So 0.91. That works. And then we take this single track and we line it up with this guy. And we start coming across this end, in the north end of the map. We'll have all the uprights to fix, but that's not a problem. So I'm going to put like a little cement column in or something. Looks like a lot of work. It's a lot of fun though. I'd rather be building than playing, honestly. Yeah, perfect. It's going to run right along this road bridge. How's it going to interfere? No, that's like, oh, I couldn't ask for a better lineup. The uprights I'm not worried about, we'll fix. Just want to get the monorail, the track itself in. Yeah, we'll just extend these down. So that's going to work out really well. This map is definitely going to be single player friendly. You're not going to have to build anything on this map. And everything's going to be trying to get everything close together so you don't have to drive across the map. Now we're going to have to fix this mountain. And where's my seam? My seam, of course, is right in the middle of the mountain right now. So let's do this. Let's push this opening back a little bit further. So we should be at 140 on our height. We are. Let's take this all the way up. Let's go to replace. And let's pull this mountain back a little bit. We'll have to put some kind of roadblock there so you don't drive off the edge of the mountain. That'll work. We'll put some kind of barrier guardrail or something there. And then let's go, I think, 2 more sections. Let me go one more section. Maybe even another section. I'd rather have it too long and take it off than have to come back in and add more to it. Alright, let's start bringing this side back, and we'll make the corner. We won't get the spline on today, because I have to import all the trains into this map. I don't even have the trains in this map yet, or in this folder yet. So we won't be able to get the trains in and running today. So that'll probably be next time we work on the map. I'll have the trains imported in, and we'll have to do the train splines. Alright, so you need to go this direction to 0. Then you need to line up with this curve. Right about there. And we'll start bringing you back this way. Well, if we can get the tracks laid out today, then we can import the train into the map. Now, you were going to have to add a couple more singles on in this direction. He's a pain in the ass. I need to go see what he's barking at. I'll have to add a couple more singles on in this direction. Did I mess that up? No, okay. And I know they're going to be a little bit long, but I'd rather have them a little bit long. It's easier to line the curved section up that way. Alright, now we bring another curved section back. Curved section. Right curve. And I'm going to slide it down because it's at their perfect height. Oh, maybe not. Alright, let's spin you to 90. Take my speed down so we can line this up. Come on. Take my speed down. There we go. I'm telling you, nothing wants to work right for me today. It's been that way since I got up this morning. Love the sound of your dog. That's my sister's dog. I'll see if I can get a picture posted on Facebook. He's a 90-pound Roddy, and he protects the property. I mean, he won't bite anybody, but if you're on his property, he's going to let you know. So, trust me, with him right by the front door, we don't have to worry about porch pirates here, because even like the FedEx driver, the Amazon driver, they'll literally like walk up to the porch and like throw the package on the porch and run because they're a little bit afraid of them. Alright, so let's go, no, this one, 0.9, nope, wrong one. You have to stay at 1. This one, let's go like 0.9, 0.88, 0.89. Alright, and then we take this one, and we do the same thing. We go 0.9 to right there. Perfect. Alright, so we have the north loop of our monorail done. Let's do a save. This will be the greatest thing. Yeah, I'm going to try, like, everything's going to try and be, like, really, really close together. Like, right between, like, Center Mountain and Mining Island. I'm going to try and keep, like, every single thing close to that area. So you won't have to do a lot of driving. The only thing that's going to be further away is the sand mine. And the sand mine is down at the beach, and it's not even that far. Alright, let's try and get, let me go a little bit more speed. Let's get the south loop done. So the north loop is done. It's a little bit shorter than the south loop. I think the south loop's going to be a little bit longer. So let's grab one of these singles. I don't want one that I just made an adjustment on. Let's grab like one of these. Perfect. Let's duplicate that. Let's bring this guy down. And we'll get him lined up, going south. Oh, and our uprights are going to be messed up. Our uprights going to be too close to the road. Let's get it lined up. We'll see if we have to move the uprights. Alright, that'll work. Nope, we don't have to move the uprights. Awesome. So it's going to follow the road. Actually, the south loop might be shorter than the north loop. So this may go a little bit quicker. Then we can put as many apartment complexes along the tracks as we want, depending on how many farmlands or how many farm yards we set up. I'm going to try and do as many large fields as I can on this map. Not going to be a lot of small fields on this map. Let's grab one more section. We'll run it long. So we'll run it long. Perfect. And then let's figure out where we want to run our section going east and west. Again, I want to run it along the road, but do we want to run it inside of the road or do we want to run it outside of the road? So where do we want to run it? This side of the road or the other side of the road? Oh, come on, give me that whole transform group back. Let's come over here to... Actually, we need to slide this down first to know where we're going to run it. Like I need to line it up with the bridge. So let's come down to the lowest part of the map, which is the beachfront area. I don't think I like it on that side of the road. I think I'm going to flip it to this side of the road. Yeah, we'll run it on this side of the road. So let's get it lined up with the road and see exactly where we want it. We can bring it back. Yeah, right about there. So here's where we're going to want to run it, east and west. So let's bring this guy back to about there. Let's find our curve. Curve. Again, I'm going to slide it down because it's at the perfect height. I want it to mess with the height. So let's see if we can't get this guy down here. Turn him this way to 0. Let's line this section up first. And then we'll pull this guy over to here. And then we'll get rid of, so this section can go. That section can go. This section can go. And then we have to slide this guy back a bit. So let's go like point, oh, wrong one. That one has to stay at 1. This one, 0.6, 0.7, right there. And then we take this section, and then we line him up over here. Perfect. Then we run across the southern end of the map. I was not expecting the monorail to go in, well, the tracks at least, this easily. And we're only doing 2 loops, a north loop and a south loop. And we still have all the uprights to fix, but this is the most important part. Once we get this part in, we can actually get the train spline done. Uprights we can mess with anytime. That's a 3 a.m. I can't sleep project. I come in and I fix all the uprights. Yeah, because the sand mine is like right here on the edge of this pier. So you only have to drive from here straight back to Center Mountain to get to the sand mine. So I wanted to put the sand mine down by the beach. Now, if we can convert Ritchieville, Ritchie Hollow over to 22 from 19, we will definitely add the monorails in as well. I can't add them into 19 because it'll be a new game save. I don't want to do any new game saves at this point. one more section should be, maybe two more sections. Yeah, two more sections go in this direction. And then we'll finish up this loop. Yeah, I'll throw one more in. It's going to be long, but I'd rather have it long than have to add to it. They're easier to delete than they are to add. Oh, cool. Now we just need to run down this side of the map. Yeah, that's not going to be that bad of a drive from straight down. When we get back in game, I'll show you. It's really not that bad. Everything's convenient except for you're going to have to use the ferry to get in and out of the mines. Alright, I want this single section here. Yeah, I want this single section here. We're going to duplicate that. We're going to swing it this way to 0. And then we're going to work our way down. Yeah, this is much easier than putting the road in. Now I'll be bitching and cursing when we have to come in and put the spline in. Alright, so let's grab a curve. And we'll probably grab one of the curves that are up here. Yeah, we'll slide one of these curves down. Alright, so you need to go to minus 90, minus 90, not minus 900. Let me take, why does it do that? Minus 90. Let's click off of it, click back on it. I'm going to take my speed down so I can get this lined up. So you're lined up there. You got to get lined up over here. And then we can alright, let's see. Alright, so you need to go. The rest of these have to go. And then you are 0.9, no, 0.9, yeah. Like so. And then over here, you can go, you can go, you can go. This upright, I'm going to leave for now. I'll get rid of one of those uprights. Probably that one. And then we'll take this guy, and we'll go like 0.7. Perfect. Alright. So that should be our monorail tracks in. I'm going to fly back towards Center City a minute. And we'll do a save. So I need to be towards the center of the city when we start the train. If I bring the train in, we're going to try and get at least one set of splines in. See if we can get at least one monorail running. Alright, let me do a save. I am going to throw you all on. Be right back. I'm going to hit the little boy's room. I'll be right back. And I've only had 2 cups of coffee today. Alright, let's go back to window. Alright, so the map is saved. We can minimize that. So let's go to... Alright, you're the Hidden Lake map. You're the new map. We have to come over here. Documents, My Games, Mods. We have to go into the new Ritchie Valley map. I need to look at... I need to go into the items XML first. We have to import everything from the train into this map. So I'll look at items. So I need to see where our train is. Silo, BGA, train. Oh, 1, 2, and 3 are the regular trains. 5 is the fishing boat. Okay, 6, 7, and 8 are the monorails. So I need placeable train system, placeables train system, train 6. So placeables. Okay, why is that path not right? Let's go look at that path again. Oh, maps placeables. Ritchie Valley, maps, placeables, train system. Now you're just the I3D. So So if we look at train 6, I want maps placeables train system 3. So let's come over here, Hidden Lake, maps, let's create a placeables. So the pathing is the same. So math placeables, train system 3, perfect. So maps actually, let's do this, because that's the entire monorail. So we're going to go up here, we're going to go view details, we're going to come up here, we're going to zip this up. I'm going to bring the entire train over in one shot. So placeables, new folder, train system 3. And then we'll come over here and we'll grab this guy and we will unzip him. So that brings the entire train system over. Sort of. Now I have to go to back to here, maps, placeables, train system, maps, placeables, maps, placeables, train system. Alright. Train system. Train 6 should be one of the monorails. It is. So I'm going to go, how do I want to do this? Because it has all of my user attributes. At least I think it does. Why am I not showing any user attributes on there? Because it runs off the XML. Okay, so we're going to go, yeah, we're going to go train 6. Let's open that back up. We have to go File, Export, Hidden Lake, Maps, Placeables, Train System, but we're going to call it Train 1. That's going to bring over everything I need to put this train. Yeah, it's going to have the railroad crossings and everything I need to put this train in. I also need this XML over here, but we're going to rename it Train 1. And then now I just need to get my i3D mapping, or not my i3D mapping, I got to get my maps, train systems. Alright, so let's come back into here. So I need to go under items. No, I need the mod description from here. Ritchie Valley. I need, crap, where am I? Mod description, perfect. Got to come down here and I have to find Train System 3, Locomotive 2, and my tankers. I got to find Tanker 4 and Tanker 5. So Locomotive 2 I have to find. Locomotive 2, Train System 3, Locomotive 2. I need this one. Brought over to here. And then I also need Train System 3. No, where's my Train 1? I need Train System 3, Wagon, Tankers 4 and 5. Wagon, Tankers 4 and 5. Okay, so I need these two brought over to here. Okay, so that brings my train cars over to the new map. I also need... I have to find train 6. Or do I not have to map my entire train? Just the locomotive. Your train cars, your train cars. Okay, maybe I don't have to map the entire train. I guess I don't have to map the entire train because it's gonna... No, I have to map the I3D. It has to run off the I3D. So if I go back to items, I need... Do I have a train 6 XML in here? Control find. Train... Crap, 06? Yeah, train 06. Do you have a train 06 in here? You don't. I don't need to map the entire train. Alright, so Ritchie Valley, let me close you so I don't make any changes. You're Ritchie Valley, let me close you so I don't accidentally make any changes. Let's grab this train 6 from this items XML. Let's go to the new map to this items XML. And let's come down here. And you're actually going to be train 1. But you are not... we have to change the name of the map. You're going to be train 1, you're going to be train 1. Map. Ritchie... HiddenLake. Alright, so this is going to tell the train that it has to spawn into the game. And it's going to be train 1. You are Ritchie Valley. Let me close you so I don't accidentally make any changes to you. So I want to make sure I have everything Ritchie Valley closed so I don't accidentally make any changes. Alright. Now we come over here. Let me close some of the stuff I don't need open. Alright, let's go File, Import. I'm going to import in train 1. It's going to be renamed train 1. Now this has to stay at 000, but it has everything I need in it now. Let's make the spline visible. We're going to have to redo the spline. I'm going to leave the train crossings in and we'll move them later. We're going to redo the spline. So let's go create a spline. And I need to go edit, cut. Oh crap, hold on. What happened to my spline? Alright, hold on. I'm going to delete that in a minute. Let's try that again. File, import, train 1. You become train 1. I'm going to take our spline. I'm going to make it visible in a minute. Now I want to go create a spline. This is the one I want. Edit, cut, and paste. Why do I have 2? Why are you messing with me today? This has to get moved up. 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 That's the old spline that gets deleted. You go here. You go right there. You, let me go down on my speed. You have to be exactly in the center of this track. Now we grab the end. And now we get our, let me go up on my speed a little bit. Now we got to get the entire spline put in. Which the straight runs are easy, the curves are going to be a little bit tricky. But we can get our straight runs in. If we can get at least one monorail run in today, I'll be happy. Now it gets a little tricky. Now we got to follow the curve of the track. Oh crap, I'm going to click off of the freaking point. We still have to do this with all the roads. We have to get all the road splines in yet. I think we have 4 turns per monorail to do. Now we can come back straight. And center of the rail. That looks pretty center. Alright, now we can run this guy straight back. As long as we're in the center of the rail. Yep, he looks pretty good. Another turn. Let's get him up here close. Alright. Now let's get this curve done. And then I got to get the height correct, because it doesn't sit on top of the track, it's about halfway down. So I'll have to go into the other map and see how high or how low I have to move this spline compared to the track itself. So the wheels are in the proper position on the monorail. Little couplers are in the right height. look like you're in the center? Yeah, you look like you're pretty much in the center. Alright, let's run up across the top of the map. You still pretty much in the center? You are. Oh, he's a real pain in the ass today. He has no idea what he's barking at. He's just barking because the neighbor's dog's barking. Yeah, we're not going to put that many traffic splines in. Probably like 3 or 4. I don't feel like doing the splines on a lot of the uphill, downhill sections of the road. So I'll probably put a couple splines in just on the flat areas. Oh crap. I hate when I click off of the point. Sometimes it's hard to get back. Alright, we have another turn. Sorry if I'm ignoring chat. I just need to focus till I get this spline done. If I don't like it, when we get into the train, I'm going to have to pull this entire spline out and put it back in. Oh, he's already back in the house. He has no idea what he went out to bark at. Alright, are you in the center? You are. Alright, let's finish. Alright, let's go down. Why do you look like you're off the track? Oh, because alright, crap. Alright, hold on. I hit the wrong button. I hit the green one instead of the blue one. We're gonna have to redo this corner. it raised it up. So at some point I pulled the green one instead of the red one or the blue one. Let's try that again. Can't touch the green one. Can only touch the red one or the blue one, or it messes up the height. At one point I must have grabbed the green one. Alright, let me take the speed down so I can get around this corner. Yeah, because the green one, it's an optical illusion, I know, but I got to pull the red one and the blue one. Or it messes up the height of the spline. Monorail doesn't make the turn right, it pisses me off. It drives my OCD nuts. He's acting like someone's home. Alright, that looks much better. Now let's head straight down. And make that last turn. Spock, hello old man, and chat, hello. Sorry, I don't mean to ignore y'all, I just want to concentrate while I'm getting this spline in. So let's head down to this last turn, and then we can go back to Center City. So what I'm actually thinking of doing is building the express personnel right onto the monorail track, so you can pick up the workers by the bus or the monorail. So we'll have probably, if I can get it to work right, we probably won't do like all the different bus stations around the map to pick the workers up. We'll pick them up in one spot, and it'll be the right at the monorail. Alright, let's get this last turn done. Go down on my speed a little bit. Alright, let's get this turn done. Remember not to touch the green one this time. Now we won't have any of the triggers in for the workers. We can't test any of the triggers, but at least we'll have the monorail in. should get this turn complete. And now we should be able to go straight back to Center City. And finish this loop. I'm not going to put the second loop in until we go in and we're going to test the first loop. Make sure the monorail actually spawns in and doesn't throw any errors. Now we should be able to get the spline in for monorail 2. If the first one's running well. And then we have to cut this mountain out a little bit. Make sure these are lined up. Pull it back. Yeah, they're lined up pretty well. Pull it back a hair. Put another point in. And then we'll close the loop. So it's a complete loop. Now I'm going to go train 1. I'm going to go File, Export. I'm going to override train 1. Just so I don't mess it up. We're going to have to come back to the spline. Let me minimize this a minute. I need to go into the Ritchie Valley map. And I need to see how high or how low that spline is compared to the track. So we get the correct height. Once we get the correct height, then we can test this train. I just need to import the train into the valley map and look at the height of the spline. And we may have to make a couple adjustments on the new map to get it running exactly where we want it. And then at some point tonight, I got to go in and look at the train files for the new map and see why Dixie cannot switch to trains in multiplayer, even with the switch to trains mod. Alright, so let's find, turn on my 16x script. Alright, let's find, crap. Alright, let's find one of the monorails. Let's come out here. Let's go File, Import, Mods, Ritchie Valley, Maps, Placeables, Train System, Train 8. And then I gotta look, make the spline visible. Alright, so the spline goes where? About halfway down into the track. Yeah, I gotta get the spline about halfway, a little bit further than halfway down. Okay, let's close this without making any changes to it. So this particular spline has to come down to about there. Let me just get zoomed out up a little bit higher. Right about there. I think that's where the spline needs to be. We may have to come in and make a couple adjustments. Let's make the spline invisible. let's go File, Export, Mods, HiddenLake, Maps, Placeables, Train System, Train 1, Save. And now we have to delete it out of the game because it has to spawn in as a placeable. Now let's do a save. And we'll go in and see if this monorail is going to spawn in or if it's going to throw a bunch of errors. Once we get the train system in, we'll get a couple traffic splines in, and then the trains and the road will be completely done. And then we have to get all the power poles in and street lights in. That's going to be about a 2-day project to get the power system in the map. Now we're not going to build it. It'll be in the map on this particular one. Alright, did you save that quick? You did save that quick. Alright, let's come back into here. So, FS19. We have to delete save game 10. And we'll go back into new save game 10. See if we have a monorail or if it's either going to completely crash or we'll have a running monorail, one of the two. Time is about 2:44. I'm going to get out of here soon for the night. I've got a couple updates to work on, and I've got a 2.5-hour YouTube video to upload. Okay, so that's the first good sign. Map loaded. Before we go even test the monorail, I'm going to see if we have any errors on the log with the monorail. So far, error-free. Let's go switch to trains on. And I have no train. Okay, so we did miss something in the files. Okay, so I have no train. So what did I miss? And there's no error in the log, so it's going to be... Now it's just going to be hunt and peck until I figure out why we don't have a train. Because I have to register the train. I thought I had to register the train. Let's go back to the valley map a minute. We didn't register it in the mod description. Ritchie Valley mod description. We have to register the train. I'm almost positive. Railroad silos, animal care, railroad silos, water fill triggers, selling stations, pallets. I swear we had to register the train. Pallets, containers. Okay, so why do I have a train in the valley map and I don't have a train in the new map? So here's train 1. It's mod directory, hidden lakes. It's mod directory, hidden lakes. So all that's the same. Maps, placeables, train system, train 1. Hidden Lake, Maps, Placeables, Train System, Train 1. Everything's identical. Why aren't you spawning into the game? Let's do this. In case I messed up a character. Let's go copy and paste. So this path right here should tell Train 1 XML to load into the game. So if we go here, it should tell this Train 1 XML to load into the game. Because it's Train 1 and not Train 6, idiot. That should fix it. Got to tell it to load the correct i3D. Let's try that again. Should have a train this time. Dixieland. I have not had a chance to look at the trains yet in the new map. And I'll look at them tonight after I get my YouTube upload done. I'm going to get out of here like super quick soon. Alright, let's jump in here. And then let's turn... Did we leave switch to trains on? Switch to trains is on. Do we have a train this time? We do. And we don't have any textures. That's alright. Textures are easy to fix. I just need to see if we are on point with our monorail. And it looks like it's perfect. I can come in and fix textures here in a second. No, we don't have the tunnels through the mountain done yet. Textures should be easy to fix. Which I don't understand why we're missing textures, because I brought the entire file over. So we'll have a tunnel here. We'll go into the mountain. We will drive through the mine. And we'll have another tunnel here coming out of the mountain. Now it's going to mess the camera up until I put the tunnels in. And then once we're out of the mountain, this will be the north loop. I've got to fix that mountain. So yeah, we got this spline like spot on the first try, which it took me about 5 or 6 tries on the valley map to get this thing to run on the rail. But I don't know why we're missing texture, because I brought the entire file over for the train. Because they're in the common files folder. Ah, okay. I gotta fix the textures for the train. They're in the common files folder. That's an easy fix. It won't take us long to get that second spline in. How we doing over here? Yeah, that looks like spot on. Alright. And then we'll put apartment complexes around wherever we have like a farm. I'm not sure where all the farms are going yet. It's going to be so cool sitting on like driving across this bridge and having the monorail run like right next to you, just about. I'm not going to do the entire loop. Let's get out of here. Let's fix the textures. So I can possibly get that second spline back in real quick. So let's fix the textures first. Train system, maps placeables, train system 3. Locomotive 6, where are your textures? You're fine. Grain wagon 3. You're fine. Why are my textures messed up? Why is it not spawning the textures in? Grain wagon 2. Let's go back and look at this XML. So our train 1 is running off of wagon tanker 4 and wagon tanker 5. Wagon tanker 4 is running off of wagon tanker 2 I3D, so this one. Okay, so the textures are messed up. So they're actually going to be in the common files folder. So maps, HiddenLake, common files folder. Ritchie Valley, common files folder. Where's my train system 3? I'm going to have to manually move the textures over. This is going to suck. Should be common files folder, something something, train system 3 and textures. Yeah, alright, we're going to have to do it the hard way. We're going to have to do it the hard way. Alright, let's go back to, let me close tanker 4. So where did my textures end up? Let's get back out of the common files folder. Let's go back to HiddenLake. Maps, placeables, train system 3. You should have all of your textures like right here. Yeah, you should have all of, let's try this. Train system 3 textures, search, replace, textures. Let's replace all this. If I have to, I'll import and export all the i3ds separately so the pathing is correct. Let's save that. Let's open up Wagon 2 and see if it opens up with its textures. It does. Okay. So the other one that we have to fix is what? So if we go back to train 1, so I had Wagon 4 and Wagon 5. So Wagon 5, oh stop. Wagon 5 is Wagon Tanker 03. So Wagon Tanker 03, I didn't want to open it. You're going to be all white. Wagon Tanker, I wanted to open it with Notepad++. We got to do the same thing here. We just have to take all of this mess and fix the texture paths. And next time we go in game, all of our textures will be fixed. It's one thing that's a pain in the ass about exporting it out of one map and importing it into another map. Alright, so that should fix. You are a Valley. I need to close you. You're train 1, which is the monorail is running, so I'm going to close you. Alright, so that gets us back to where we need to be. So let's come back into here real quick. Let's go File, Import. I'm going to import in train 1. I'm going to go File, Export. I'm going to export it out as train 2. We're going to close, we're going to delete train 1. We're going to import train 2 in. And we're going to rename it train 2. We're going to delete the spline, because we have to put a new spline in for this train. So let's go create a spline. We have to put it into here. And I got to move it up. Oh crap, what did I do? I have no idea what I just clicked on. Move up. Move up. There we go. So let's grab that spline. And we'll throw it here in the center of the track. And then we'll grab the end. And let's get this spline in real quick. It shouldn't take us that long. And then tomorrow we'll fix we got to make a tunnel through the mountain. But it won't be long. It shouldn't take that long to get this spline in. And then I'm going to get out of here for the night. This will be a good stopping point. Oh, why do I have the entire... Good Lord. I should only be moving the end point, not the entire spline. I thought I had just the end point. Here I'm sliding the entire freaking spline. Let's try that again. Let's throw you over here. Get you centered. It's been one of those friggin' days since I woke up today. Let's grab the end point. That's what I want to drag around, not the whole freaking spline. That's better. That's much better. Take my speed down so we can make this turn. Let's get around this curve. I gotta remember not to grab the green point. Alright, how are you? You centered? Pretty much. Yep, you're pretty much centered. Alright, let's head down south till we hit the next turn. Oh, come on. Give me these freaking point. Take my speed down so I can get around the turn. Alright, that's much better. Let's get this point, these points in. Telling you, this mouse, one of these days this mouse is going to go flying out the window because I need a new wireless mouse. This one's built 6 maps, so I really can't complain. But it just doesn't click right anymore. My Xbox One controller is wore out and my mouse is wore out. And cash isn't there to replace them. Yeah, one of these days I'm going to get so pissed off with this mouse, I'm just going to fling it out the window. Alright, so you're pretty much centered. Do you stay centered? You do. Alright, let's drag this down to our other corner. I have to drag it because I can't change the height of the spline. So I have to drag it wherever I need it. These other splines you see visible we have to fix. They're like the helicopters and airplanes and all that stuff. So they have to get fixed yet. But they're easy to do, so you don't have to be precise with those. These have to be precise. These are a pain in the ass, and the road splines are a pain in the ass. And we're not putting regular trains in. We're only going to run the monorail. But we're going to have express personnel is going to be hooked right to the monorail. So you could pick up your workers right at the personnel office. You don't have to run them by bus to the apartments and then put them onto the monorail. You'll be able to jump in the monorail and pick your workers up right at express personnel with the monorail or the bus. I don't think we're going to put the individual bus stops in. I think we're going to have all the workers made in one location, pretty much right at the monorail. So that looks like we're fairly square. It is. Let's run up this side of the map. We'll make that last turn, and we'll head back towards Center City. And then I'm going to get out of here. We'll do a quick test, make sure all the textures are fixed. And then I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to look at those train files for Dixie. And then I'm going to, I've got like a 2.5 hour YouTube upload to do. Alright, last turn. hear a car door. The dog's not going crazy like someone's home, but I definitely heard a car door. Look like we're in the center of the track. Let's head back towards Center City. Finish this loop. I'd never expected to get the monorails in this map today. You told me I was going to get both monorails in the map and running today. I would have told you were crazy. Still have some factories floating because I have to make them unbuildable. So anything that was buildable in the islands map, everything's going to be pre-built in this map. I think that was the smokehouse. So it's not going to be buildable. So that's why it's still floating, because I have to fix it. Alright, let me go down on my speed so I can close this loop. Get these lined up. We'll pull this back a little bit. Put a point there. Put a point there. Close that loop. Now we have to be about 3/4 of the way down, or 2/3 of the way down with this spline. Oh, stop. Give me the whole spline. This whole spline has to come down. There we go. It's about there. So now we go invisible. We go train 2. We go file, export. We override train 2. Alright, now we delete train 2 out of the map. We'll save the map. While the map is saving, we have to take this, copy it, paste it back in. You're going to be train 2. We have to make an XML for train 2. So let's save that. Then we have to go to placeables, train system, train 1 XML. We're going to copy it, paste it back in. No, don't open it, rename it. Come on, behave. Train 2. Now we can open it. Your i3D is going to be train 2. There we go. Now, we should have 2 trains running. Or 2 monorails running, I should say. Alright, save game 10. We're getting all the hard parts done first. Train system, traffic splines, power grid. Then it's going to become a little bit easier. Alright, cool. So we do have 2 monorails, and we have color. They're both running in the same direction. I can live with that. How does this one look on the track? This one has to come down a little bit further. I got to drop the spline just a little bit. And we got to carve our way through the mountain. Now, it's going to mess the camera up because we're going to be driving through land. That train stopped because it won't drive through the mountain. So I have to carve its way. I have to carve an opening through the mountain. See how it looks going around a turn. Hey, that looks pretty good. Y'all are going to love the mining on this map. You're going to say, change all your other maps. Alright, we're not going to make a complete loop because we know that it's going to run. Alright, let's jump in here to the copper mine. And then we got to bring all those feet down. So I have to do all the uprights, but that's not a big deal. So, copper inside the center mountain is, or what used to be Mining Island, is the copper mine, the nickel mine, the clay pit, the coal mine, and the ore mine. Inside of Center Mountain is the gravel mine and the stone mine. And the only place that you have to drive to is the sand mine down at the beach, but it's really not that far of a drive. This is super simple. Oh, we don't own it. Let me throw some cash in here. Now, the problem with the mines is, because we have the mines on the bottom and we have fishing on the top, it has to be one farmland. So all of this, all of the mines and the fishing on top of the mountain has to be the same farmland. I have no other workarounds for that. So, when you come in here, all you have to do is put diesel and water in the tank, and no boulders, no loose material on the ground. Bring your tipper under here, and then just get this shit out of the pipe. No boulders, no gravel, no mining crap on the ground to pick up. Straight up diesel and water in. You're going to get silt, copper, gold, and clean fill out. Bam, right there. Fill your tipper and go. Same thing with the rest of the mines. So every mine's going to work the same way. No crushed product on the ground, no freaking boulders. Come down here, throw your water and diesel in the tank, silt, nickel, gold, clean fill, drive under here, load your tipper, drive out. Go about your day. And I have these mines cranked up to 50,000 liters an hour. There will be crushed product on the ground for you to start with, but you don't. Once you pick up the crushed product on the ground, the mining is going to be super, super simple. Same thing over here. Throw in your water. This one's actually even easier. No water, just clay. Throw your clay in, bring your tipper right here, load your tipper, and go about your business. Dragon Nation, hello. I'm about ready to get out of here. This is the last unfinished map for 19. It'll definitely not be done before 22 comes out. And we'll finish it after we convert our other maps. So same thing here. Water diesel. You'll get your silt, your coal, your gold, your clean fill. Just pull your tipper under here, load it, and head out. Now, the only way to get in and out of this cave is going to be via a ferry. But I don't have them built into the map yet. So you will have to drive in here with the ferry to get to your mining. So let me jump down here in the water. Let me grab my, oh crap, hold on. Store delivery mod. Do I have it in here? We do. So you're going to have to come in here with your ferry to get to your mining products. And then you'll have to bring your ferry out. I don't know where the dock's going to be yet once you come out. Once you drive out of here with the ferry, I don't know where that dock's going to be yet. It's going to be close. I just don't know where it's going to be yet. So somewhere out here, not that far, because I don't want to do a lot of driving, we'll have a ferry dock for you to unload. We have to put all the bridges in yet. So that's where that's going to end up. Let me show you a little bit better towards Center Mountain. Let me head over here for a minute and then run over this way. I can show you a little bit better over here. Now, well, this road will come back. We'll come somewhere over here. We'll hang a left, and it will have a road coming down to this level. And then on this level, we'll have your warehouse here to bring earthworms to load your fishing boat. And you'll also be able to dock your ferry here. I'll have a ferry dock right over here. So in this pond, we will have the ferry. They'll be built into the map. You won't have to buy them. Come on, pop your wheels out of the ground. You have to rock. If you rock it back and forth, when I first buy it, I have to pop the wheels out of the ground. So anyway, we'll have one ferry dock here for the Center Mountain. And I may even move this closer to the opening, but right now it's here. So we'll be able to come out here, and I think I'm going to move it a little bit closer. So we'll have it a little bit closer to Center Mountain. We'll be able to drive down this way. So you'll have like your bait house and fish processing and everything right here along the dock. because we'll also have the new type of fishing, not the fishing on the spline. So this will have the same fishing as the prairie map. And then this mountain has your gravel and your stone. The other one will have a waterfall also, I just don't have it in yet. So come in here for your stone and your gravel. But you're not going to have to go far. I want to keep the docks really, really close. So drive your butt in here, and same thing here. These two are going to be, there'll be a bunch of shit on the ground for you to start with, but the same thing here. Just throw your water and your diesel in the tank and drive under here, pick up your shit and go. It's going to be so nice. And then drive your tipper back on the ferry and go about your day. So this map will not even need a crazy crusher. This map will be so easy to play in single player. And then pretty much the only thing built into this map is going to be fish processing, earthworms. We're not doing a bait. We're not doing fish bait. It'll be earthworms. The hen house, the slaughterhouse, the smokehouse. I think that's about all that's getting built into this map. Everything else will be place your own. Put your own stone processing plant down. And then we'll also have the new fishing in this map, which the fishing boat and the ferry turned out to be the exact same height. So I got really, really lucky. So again, you'll be able to pull up here. There'll be a dock somewhere along here. Pick up your earthworms, and then we'll have a whole bunch of different lakes for fishing. So you'll be able to drive this anywhere in the water. So you'll be able to drive the ferry anywhere in the water. You'll be able to drive the fishing boat anywhere in the water. So this map has going to have a bunch of hidden lakes in it. I don't have all the lakes in the map yet, but it's going to have a bunch of hidden lakes in here. We may hit a roadblock because I don't have the land under the water at the perfect height yet. So we may hit a roadblock at some point. So, did I leave that opening? No, that opening is still not finished. So I can't drive you back there to show you that lake. I think I have this opening done, where you can get back into this lake. All the bridges we have to fix. So there'll be about 3 or 4 different lakes you can drive to for fishing. Each of them will have their own dock and their own port and their own place to drop off your fish, pick up your earthworms and drop off your fish. This is the only bridge I got in because I wanted to see if the boat and the ferry would fit under it. So you'll have another lake back here for fishing. We'll have about 4 or 5 different fishing boats built into the map. So you'll have another lake back here, and then somewhere over here we'll lower this land over here, and we'll have another dock where you can park the ferry or the fishing boat at. Yeah, so this is the bridge I'm going to use because the ferry fits through here and the fishing boat fits through here. Pretty nice. So that's where you're, oh, not this opening. Next opening up is where you go into the other mine. Just don't know where the other ferry dock's going to be back here yet. I'm thinking maybe like somewhere right about here. We'll lower this land and we'll put another pier in and another couple ferry parking for some ferries. But the main, once FS22 comes out, the main focus is going to be getting everything converted. So this will get put back on the back burner. Eventually we'll get it finished. But converting from 19 to 22 will be the priority. So I don't know if I have this opening blocked or if this opening's fixed. No, we can drive back here. So we'll have another lake back here for fishing. There'll be another fishing dock back here for you to park at. Every fishing dock, you'll be able to drop off earthworms and pick up the fish. And then you'll have to manually drive the fish to fish processing with a truck. So another lake back here. This lake's going to go a little bit bigger yet. Now if I hang a left here, it'll take us back to yet another lake. I can't drive back there because I don't have the canal cut out yet. We'll just hit a roadblock. So there'll be a couple more lakes back that way. And then this will take us right back to this. This has to get widened out a little bit further yet. But this will take us right back to Center Lake and Center Mountain. So, and then the other cool feature is if I can get out of this boat. You gonna let me up there? Yeah, it will. Alright. The other cool feature is, do I have anything on top of the mountain I can teleport to? I don't. Let's run up the mountain real quick. If I can get out of here. Yeah, let's head up the mountain real quick. So on top of Center Mountain and on top of Mining Island, we're going to have more fishing. and don't go by the foliage or the textures. All this is going to change. So top of Center Mountain, we'll have another lake, which is on top of the stone mine and the gravel mine. So let me grab, oh crap, my store delivery mod, I can't put it under the water. I don't even know if I can get out of here. I can. Let me put my store delivery mod up here. So we'll have another fishing boat built in up here. So we'll have another boat built in up here. So up here we'll have another spot. So we'll have more fishing up here. So we'll have one or two boats permanently built in up here. So the dock over here will have a fuel trigger and a boat repair. So because your boat will eventually have to be repaired. And then we'll have another dock where you have to pick up your earthworms. So there'll be a warehouse here and a dock. So you'll have to drive up here, pick up your earthworms, which you'll have to deliver them by truck. So you have to pick up your earthworms, come out and do your fishing, and then come back over here and drop your fish off. Can I get up here? Can I get out of the boat? I can. So you'll have to, maybe. Yeah, so you'll have to bring your truck up here to the warehouse, drop your earthworms off, do your fishing, bring your boat back to the warehouse, drop all your fish off. Then you'll have to pick your fish up with the truck and then drive them on down to the fish processing plant. And then we'll have another one. Let me lease a truck real quick. So we'll have, when you go across the bridge to Mining Island, this will be the only way to get to Mining Island. Where's my bridge? Back this way. So this will be the only way to get to Mining Island. So you're going to have to drive up Center Mountain. You'll have to drive over this way to get to the top of Mining Island. And now you're on top. Once we get to Mining Island, we'll be on top of all the other mines. So over here, again, so bring your truck over, stop we'll have a warehouse here, drop your earthworms off, go out, do your fishing, bring your fish back, pick them up with your truck, and then take them over to fish processing. So this area up here is going to be really cool. There's a ton of space up here. I think I'm going to build a big field up here and give it its own farmhouse. So we'll have a big field along here, or a grass meadow, and make you cut your own field in. I'm not sure yet, because this will be a cool place to put all your animal pens down, and you'll have your own lake for fishing, and then once I put the bridge in, you'll be able to drive all the way around the lake. So I'm thinking of making this just one big grass meadow and put like a whole farmyard up here, a house. You'll have to put all your own silos down. There's not going to be much storage built into the map. You put all your own silos down. But it'll pretty much be build your own area up here if you want to use it. The only thing is, like right over here, right off the bridge, I'll build like a whole little farmyard in, or a farmhouse in, where you can put your sleep sugar down. But it'll be really cool to live up here on the top of the mountain. But I am going to throw you all on ending soon. While I get myself out of the game. I'm so glad we got both monorails in and running today. Triggers to pick up our workers is a project for another day. But I appreciate everybody stopping in. I don't know what my schedule is going to be like tomorrow. I'm sure I'll have some errands to run. I'll probably stream in the morning before lunch, but I don't know what my schedule is going to be after lunch tomorrow. So, hope everyone has an awesome night, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow.